To maximize Camellya's damage, we need to understand how her kit works, and it's honestly pretty simple. Taking a look at Camellya's Forte bar, she can hold up to 100 Crimson Pistols, and you get it by either casting your intro skill or activating your Forte Circuit attack, Ephemeral, which is the nuke skill, but there's something else with that we want to focus on. Mainly, if you don't have this Forte bar full, the easiest way is to use your sub DPS character, use their outro skill into Camellya's intro skill. That's the fastest way. Where a majority of characters need to deal damage to build up their Forte, Camellya's is different. Every time she hits a target with any of her normal attacks, that includes a variety of her basic attacks, dodge counters, and her resonance skills, it will consume these Crimson Pistols. Her basic attack can perform up to 5 consecutive attacks, but if you just hold down your basic attack button, you'll perform heavy attack pruning, which does consume a little stamina, but it allows you to spin in the air longer. In some of the clips, you'll notice that sometimes Camellya's hair is white, and then sometimes it's red. This is where the resonance skill comes into play. In the simplest terms, this is how you switch between those two modes. Now, I know there's a lot of flavor text here, but the main thing to note is that all of her attacks are now considered basic attack Vining Waltz, which does deal basic attack damage. The only main difference is that her attacks can hit a wider area. After a few seconds, her resonance skill will cool down, and if you use it again, that's called Floral Ravage. You'll deal basic attack damage, and you'll exit Blossom mode. Now, coming back to the Forte, remember, hitting a target with any of these attacks will consume those Crimson Pistols. The energy regen multiplier of this attack is increased by 150%, consuming 10 Crimson Pistols, recovers 4 Constricto energy, and obtains 1 Crimson Bud. Each Bud lasts for 15 seconds, and it can stack up to 10 times. So you'll notice above her Forte bar, the more Crimson Pistols you consume, the higher that the Crimson Bud's counter goes. This leads into her Forte Circuit attack, Ephemeral. Again, this is where the burst damage is going to come into play. When Constricto energy is fully recovered and Ephemeral is not on cooldown, your resonance skill is replaced with Ephemeral. If you take a look at the icon, it has changed and now it's glowing. When you cast the Ephemeral skill, it consumes 70 Constricto energy and deals havoc damage considered basic attack damage, and Camellya enters budding mode. You'll know you're in budding mode when your Forte bar changes from the regular havoc color to this red color with a flower on the left, and you get full Crimson Pistols. When budding mode is active, you get a bonus called Sweet Dream, which increases the damage multiplier of all your normal attacks and your resonance skills by 50%. And when casting Ephemeral, it consumes all your Crimson Buds, and each Bud consumed additionally increases the damage multiplier of Sweet Dream by 5% up to 50%. So not only do you get a 50% bonus, you can also gain another 50 if you have 10 Crimson Buds before you cast Ephemeral. And since I mentioned her Resonance Liberation, yes, it will deal some decent havoc damage, but the main reason I like to use it is because it fills up my Concerto bar faster. The only thing that you need to know is attack a target, consume your Crimson Pistols, get those Crimson Buds. When your Concerto is full, use the Ephemeral nuke skill, and then keep attacking the target because this is where you get the bonus damage. And once that's full, switch off to your other character.